I'm going to show you how to create your shipment. So when you're done with all of this batch, like you're done listing all your items, you're done with the boxes, so you're ready to ship them out, right? So I'm going to list this one item. I'm going to put it into the batch, and I'm going to say we have 50 of them. I'm going to list it, and you see this thing pop up. Notice how this one doesn't have it, but this one does. That's because I added this one a little while ago, and I just added this one. Basically, that note is just telling you that it's adding it to the Walmart registry almost. It's just taking Walmart's system a little bit to add it. It's going to take, maybe 3 to 5 minutes to add it. But the nice thing is that will load while you're scanning items in. So as you're scanning items in, they will slowly just disappear on the previous items. And then by the time you're ready to ship out, they'll all be gone and you'll be ready to ship. You do have to wait for these to complete to do your shipment and to ship them out and get your shipping labels. So we're just gonna wait for this to complete, and then once it completes, we'll be ready to start our shipment, and I'll show you how to do that. So, okay, now that that note is gone right there, I can create the shipment. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna go over to Actions, you're gonna click Create Shipment. This is gonna lock the batch so that you can't add and you can't take away. So it's gonna be whatever's in there is in there for good. You're gonna click Yes. And then this is pretty standard. This is what it's always going to look like, across, Walmart and that kind of stuff. But it's just going to tell you what all was in the order. So you can see this Sun Bum, that item, and then also the Aloha protein bars. Those are in my order, and it shows you how many there are of each, if they're individual or case packed, and then also if you want to do poly bags, standard label. Then you also want to do expected delivery date. It's always going to push it to 2 days out. So today's the 20th, so it's going to be the 22nd. And then ship from. So this is just going to be your different locations. If you have multiple different processing facilities, then you can enter different ones, and then you can select the correct one. But yeah, just make sure you have the right one so that they know where to come pick it up. And then you're going to go to Next. And this is one of the coolest products that we have. It's our Shipment Optimizer. Basically, this is just going to take away the standard Walmart fees that they charge for shipment and to have them all be in one box. It just takes that away. So if you ship it and you don't use our Shipment Optimizer, it's going to cost $21.25. But if you choose to use our Shipment Optimizer, it's going to be $4.25 opposed to that $21. So this is just a beneficial way for you to save money. We save thousands of dollars by using this and not having to pay these ITS fees is what they call it. There's an article here if you want to learn more about what those fees are, and you can read that. But if you want to opt in and only pay the $4.25 instead of the $21.25, you can click Yes, and then you can agree to that, and then click Next. And then this is just saying that your shipments need to be reconciled before continuing. So you're going to close this, and all you're going to do is you can see that this has 1 unit and then this has 64. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go in and reconcile shipment. And then you can reconcile shipment. Okay. And then you can go back and you can complete shipment. And here is what is going to be your, shipping and that kind of stuff, what boxes. These are your different options, WFS, or you want to find your own carrier. Most of our customers use the WFS. And then freight type, you can do small parcel or LTL. Most of ours also use small parcel. And then once again, just the shipping location. Master case type 1. That means basically how many boxes. So like master case type 1 is box 1. If you want to add another one, let's say you had 2 boxes on your order, master case type 2 is box 2. And all you have to do is enter the dimensions of each box. So let's say 25 by 25, 25, and then weight, let's say it's 30 pounds. Not 30 pounds. And then number of cases, let's just do, and you can do either a single SKU or a mixed SKU. Most of ours are going to be mixed for this situation. It would be mixed, but either one is fine. If you're doing a mass quantity, then it'd probably be single SKU, and then if it's just a bunch of random stuff in one box, then it'd be mixed. And then you can change it for box 2, but we're not doing a box 2 for this. We're just having one box. So you can do all of that. There we go. And once you have all that information filled out, you'll click next, and it'll go confirmation. So for this, it's going to cost $19.82 to ship. What I have to do is click the I accept and then confirm. And then that will come up with carrier pending. So as you can see in this order, this just has one unit in it. So that's just, you're just going to kind of void that and not create the shipping labels for that. And it's in this box, but you don't have to worry about that. They don't charge anything, and it's not going to cause any issues that it's in that box, but it says it's in this. So don't worry about that. So you have your 64 units going to this location. And now all you have to do is wait for the shipment details to get on here. And it says carrier pending, and when it says like carrier selected or something, it's going to mean that you can print your shipping labels directly from here. So we'll just wait for that. It's just going to take a couple minutes, and then we'll get back and we'll be able to print those shipping labels directly from WallyLister. So it's really cool. Okay, so I was working on this batch right here, but while we're waiting for this, I'm actually just going to demonstrate it on a current batch that we actually have. We worked on this one this morning, and it is currently awaiting transit. So that means we had all the shipping stuff processed, and it's all being sent out. It's just being waiting to get picked up. So that is the stage where after this carrier is picked, it will then give you the option to print your printing labels, your shipping labels, your box labels, and then it'll just say awaiting transit. So I'm going to show you where to access that. Once the carrier pending goes away from the status sign, you will be able to click actions. And then right from here, you're going to be able to print your carrier labels and also your box labels. So you can click into it, and you can set the ship date. And typically you want to do it, as soon as you can so that it gets out. And then it'll take you directly to your shipping label. And then same thing with these WFS. It'll take you directly there. So that's really nice to have, just because all of it's right here, and you don't have to go anywhere else to find it. So that's another benefit of using WallyLister. It's all in WallyLister, so you don't have to go find it anywhere else, and it's all really easy to use. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let us know. You can shoot us an email if you're having any troubles or any more difficulties, and we'll be able to help you right away. So thank you.